really chunky in here. But anyway, so these are the two items that sold. That's going to be mailed out today. So this is a Wet n Wild lipstick in the shade 513C. And then this Isabel's Journey bag that sold as well. And I actually had that listed for a long time, so I'm glad it actually moved, because it's been, I think I've had this like over a year, and it's been listed over a year, and I just refresh the listing every time I feel like it needs, you know, every time I want to try to get more views on it. But it's a pretty cool bag. I found this at the thrift store a long time ago. It's probably been over a year actually at the thrift store, and I think I paid like $1 or $2 for it. But it's new with tag. There's not really too much damage going on with it. Well, there isn't any damage going on with it, but there is a pin mark. I believe there was a pin mark on the inside, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so those two are going out today. So I'm gonna go ahead and package these and head out. Hey family, how y'all doing today? Welcome back to the channel. So as you can see, I am sitting at the bus stop. I'm out and about. I have to go to the post office because I sold a couple more items on eBay. And the last day I came out the house was the day before yesterday. So I was able to take care of a lot of errands, did some essential house shopping and things like that. So I don't think I'm going to be doing any of that today. I think I'm going to go to the post office and then come back home and figure out what we're going to eat for dinner. But I'm not sure because there is a CVS. Oh, you know what? I won't be going into CVS today because I left my ECBs at the house, and here comes the bus. Got off the train and I am literally walking through. This is who I wanted to come to see, or I was thinking I was going to be stopping at CVS because it's tempting. I'm literally walking through their parking lot right now on the way to the post office. But everything happens for a reason because I left my ECBs at home. So it wasn't meant for me to go in there today. So that's good. But I do need to, I may stop at, there's a Dollar Tree on the way back to my house that I rarely go to. Because the one that I normally go to is in the same area as other stores that I visit all in one swap. So this Dollar Tree is not in that direction. It's actually in the opposite direction. So I might stop by there just to check and see if maybe they have any disinfect spray. Maybe not. I don't know. We shall see. But I don't know if you guys can see CVS behind me. Y'all, I be struggling every time I have to come out the house and put like a face mask. Well, when I had a face mask and a scarf on my face, I literally struggle with it because my glasses fog up and then I feel like I can't hardly breathe. Like right now, I feel like I'm about to suck the scarf down my throat because when I breathe in, it's like, you see? Oh my gosh. So they are practicing social distancing at the post office. They've got it where they've got some tape on the floor where you're supposed to stand until it's your turn. Even little tape marks in line where you, how far you stand away from each other in line. And when you get to the counter, you can't walk up to the counter. There's like another piece of tape that's about 3 or 4 inches or so away from the actual counter. So you have to stand behind that tape, and then they have a glass up. So like a protective shield. Kind of like if you go to like your little hood convenience store and they've got the little protection glass up. Kind of like that. Gosh, I feel like I can't breathe, y'all. Back to the channel. So we're working on Olivia's room. We moved everything and I actually like it. Let me step back because there's more space. See, the desk was over here with the chair, the bed was this way, so you had to kind of like squeeze through it to get through to get to her dresser. I don't know why we just didn't do this the first time. Well, I guess because we didn't have the computer to consider. But there is a little bit of a lean on this side of the room, so it's a little uneven. I don't know if you guys can tell by the bed. So the bed is leaning a little bit, but it's okay. Because when I was thinking about putting it long ways like this, there actually wasn't going to be enough room for her desk setup. So now that we've got everything situated here, I'm going to put up the posters. If you guys haven't checked out my Dollar Tree haul video, make sure you check that out. I'll place a card above so that you can click on it once you're done watching this video. So for those that did not see that video, I did haul some homeschool classroom products from there. And so my whole goal with this is to give it more of a classroom vibe in here. You guys already know that schools are closed, and so at first, like I had kind of explained in the previous video, Olivia, she was excited about it at first, you know, but now it's kind of taking a toll on her, not being able to interact with her fellow classmates. So because she's kind of lacking some motivation, I gotta talk quietly because she's standing right behind me, but because she's kind of lacking a little bit of motivation, I want to give her a little bit of a push to be more motivated. So I got these posters here. So this world map, which I was excited to find because I had this in my Amazon cart for a few weeks now, and it was like $14.99 or $13.99, but I did not feel that it was necessary unless it was glass to pay that much for a world map. So when I was at the Dollar Tree, they were stocking the shelves, and there was a cashier or an employee working down the aisle that has all of the office supplies and stuff on. So as she was loading this onto the shelf, I just grabbed one real quick. So I'm super excited about this. So look how big that is too. That is a pretty nice size map for just $1. Or not map, but you know, kind of like a legend. United States legend, that's what it is. Or not legend, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. I'm all tongue-tied here. And so the other posters that I got for her was for reading motivation and math reference. Now, the thing that struck me odd about these posters were when I opened them, the one side of the poster was kind of like split like that. So then I open it and I flip it over, and these actually have like worksheets on the back, which is really, really strange to me, being that this side of the poster, it's just a big old multiplication table. So why in the world would they then put some worksheets on the back? I mean, I'm confused. So I don't know, maybe it's so the teacher or whoever, you know, if someone needs copies of this or something, and maybe that way they can make copies of them to give to the students, or I don't know. But anyway, we're not using that side. We're going to use this side. So this was a multiplication one. This one is reasons to read, and then this one was math symbols, and each one of these have something on the back of them. Really crazy, right? So in other words, if I was to use this as a certificate, I'm not understanding why like, I don't know, that is so weird to me. Anyway, same with this one, math symbols. The other side's got, I mean, I guess if I just really wanted to make copies of these, I could just go ahead and finish cutting it the rest of the way, make copies, and then tape it back together and then hang it up. But I mean, it's really not that serious. This one is a good reader's habit, so this one's also split, and then it's got like a word search and word find, crossword puzzle, and all that. So these are gonna go right here on this wall, because as you can see, all of her walls are pretty occupied. She's got the family collage over there. Hello. We still kept her Coco Chanel quote over there, and then we moved what would have been behind the dresser, the photos behind the dresser over here. So Okay, so we are done. Well, I'm done. Miss Thing right there was supposed to help me, but as you can see, she ain't really doing much but tending to that game, but it's okay. Um, so here we go. This is what we did. Flag right there, two math posters right there, and then since her books are in the closet, they're on the top shelf. So I put her reading motivation posters right there. So I don't know if you guys can see, but her books are lined up like that on the top shelf until I can get like a little small shelf to maybe put right here and have her books right there. That way they're visible. But, you know, of course, we don't know when we're all going to be able to go back to work and all that. So money is like really, really tight right now. Or where we're pinching. We're not saying it's tight. We're just pinching pennies until, I don't know, I guess this whole pandemic thing blow over. But yeah, so I am satisfied with the posters. Whenever I don't know if the next time I'm going to leave the house, it'll probably, let's see, we're pretty good on groceries right now, so it probably won't be until like next week or the week after. So if I'm out, I'll go to the Dollar Tree again since it's right over there in the same area and see if they have any more of those motivational type posters. And you guys can also check your local Dollar Tree to see it. And maybe, I don't know, is your kid lacking motivation? Like, is being at home starting to get to them? Let me know down in the comments. Okay, so now it's Monday and I've got to go to the post office. I made a couple of sales over the weekend. I sold a mini flat iron and one of these babies. If you haven't checked out my last Dollar Tree haul, make sure you go check it out. But I sold one of these. Just bought these actually. So it sold pretty fast. It actually sold the same day that I listed it because I didn't list it the day that I showed it to you guys on the other video. I listed it the next day and it sold the next day, which would have been Friday, or yeah, which would have been Friday because I got it Thursday, listed it Friday, it sold Friday late night, early morning Saturday. So pretty stoked about that. I was kind of curious to see how those were going to sell, being that everything is kind of shut down. You know, we don't have any sports. The honey just been watching. I feel so bad for him because he's been watching reruns of games over and over and over again since he's been at home from work. And we watched a lot of these games together. So I know he's kind of bored with that. And he's about to lose his mind because he ain't got nothing to do. So that's another reason why I'm like kind of over this pandemic, because he doesn't have anything to do. So when he gets bored, he becomes like a big old kid. And so, you know, but anyway, that's still my boo though. But yeah, so I've got 2 items going out today. I don't know if I'm going to go to CVS. I've got to check the ad to see what the deals are for this week, because I still got $10 in ECBs, and I think I want to use them today, but I don't know. We shall see. Yeah, so I made it back to the house, and I did end up going to CVS. I just did one little easy deal, though, that I think is beginner friendly, you know, depending on what your budget is. But I went into CVS with $10 in ECBs, and my out-of-pocket cost was $2 and some change. So, and I left with a $3 ECB. So I left the store. I went in the store with 10 ECBs, and then I left the store with 8. So this is the deal that I did. The deal with the L'Oreal was 2 for $8, and there was a $3 off, either a $2 off. Was it a $2 or a $3? Let's look. It was a $3. So it was a $3 off manufacturer coupon that was on the CVS app. So I used it towards that. And so that brought that down to $5. So basically, I just used a $5 ECB to pay for that. So that was free. With the mascara deal, in the CRTs, I got a printout of $5 off of L'Oreal and $5 off of Maybelline products. So I used the Maybelline on this mascara. The mascara was $6.99, but I also had a $1 off Maybelline mascara coupon on the CVS app. So that would have made for $6. So paid $1 for this, and then of course with tax. So basically, here's my receipt right here. So we've got the Elvive shampoo. So $4.99, 2 for $8. Coupon saving $3.83. Okay, and then we've got the mascara. Mascara was $6.99. So the coupons I used was the $3 off CVS app coupon, the $5 off select cost, what it was for a Maybelline product, CRT, and then on the app was a $1 off mascara coupon, and then I had a $5 Edge Care book that I paid with. So my subtotal was 99 cents with tax. Tax was $1.08 here in Georgia. So my total out of pocket was $207, and then I ended up getting a $6 off 30, which I actually got this on my last receipt printout. But I got back $3 in extra care bucks, so I have $8 for next week. Because I think I'm only gonna do CVS like once a week, but for next week I have extra care bucks for that. And I did make a mistake earlier. I think earlier I said that my ECBs expired in June. They actually expired May 21st, with the exception of this one. This one expires May 27th. So I'll be able to roll these over into a transaction next week. And yeah, so that's all I got, you guys. Leave your comments down below. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Bye.